Millie Bobby Brown, Millie's brand success has a lot to do with Selena Gomez Rare Beauty, IMG models, Wiz Khalifa, color psychology, olfactory responses, and triggering Gen Z into buying at the age of 16 and being a customer till 60. There's more than just TikTok involved. There's AI analytics, tactful branding psyche, million-dollar retail partnerships, and more ongoing behind the scenes. Florence by Mills, or Millie Bobby Brown, is a D2C brand with annual revenue above $1 million and with presence over 25 countries. The Stranger Things Netflix star has produced her first product line in August 2019, which extended to an apparel line, coffee line, pet care products, perfume, and even more. The brand gets tremendous traffic and sales from TikToks, where Millie regularly appears. More so, this happens to be the #1 source of sales, not even retail outlets like Harrods or Sephora. Millie's fan base idolizes her, and it's natural for them to buy from her and feel connected to her journey. They buy everything she announces in her product line, but she has got no fixed product and the items are always changing. Traditionally, for a buyer or a person to connect with a brand, a buyer must think about a particular product, a particular trait. Like when thinking of shaving products, a buyer may think of Gillette or the Dollar Shave. Or when thinking about tumbler flasks, you may think of a Stanley Cup, a Yeti, or a Hydro Flask. Shoes, maybe Adidas, Puma, Nike. But how do multiple product lines help Millie's brands? And why do an American brand of a Hollywood celebrity want to establish a market in the Asia Pacific region? Why not stick to Los Angeles, New York, Houston, etc.? So we'll also see how Millie Bobby Brown used TikTok to grow her customer base and onboarded business experts and her excellent marketing team. Millie Bobby Brown is a British actress who gained fame for her role as Eleven in the Netflix science fiction series Stranger Things. Born in February 19, 2004, she has since become one of the youngest nominees of the Primetime Emmy Award. Beyond acting, she is known for her work in modeling and as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. This means attending several red carpets, events, photo shoots, and countless appearances. That required her to be on the makeup chair several times. Millie's active participation in fashion campaigns gave her a good head start early in her career. With this, she is building a brand awareness for her personal brand as her career is progressing by filming and by attending late night shows. She is able to leverage this fame into creating an extension of her personal brand. Celebrities often do this. Cardi B, being popular for her unique makeup style, got her an advertisement deal with NYX Cosmetics. Khloe Kardashian's viral Oreo organization videos got her featured, got Kris Jenner an Oreo Super Bowl ad in 2024, and so on. You get the picture. But what comes to mind when you think of Millie Bobby Brown? Definitely, other than her TV show Stranger Things, the brand recall with her celebrity status, it's what comes to mind for her fans and buyers. Her fashion campaign with fashion brands like Pandora, Calvin Klein, Converse, Vogue Eyewear, and being on prestigious fashion magazine covers such as Vogue, Vanity Fair, Harper's Bazaar, etc. help her create her persona as someone who is familiar with fashion. Her fans then also associate this background image to a business owner's image who has knowledge on skincare and fashion also. When celebrities start their own brands, it's not always just a way to make quick money. Often they are really interested in the product or have some knowledge about it. They use their fame to help sell the product, which is a smart business practice, and Millie leveraged it quite well. This also gives them another way to make money, which is helpful since earning money in showbiz can be up and down. So the brand Florence by Mills is inspired by her grandmother, who in the brand's statements is someone who encouraged loving and expressing ourselves. The grandmother angle does makes the consumer feels like at home, safety, and much more. Do note that this is a Gen Z brand run by Gen Z for the Gen Z, and this isn't a coincidence. Cosmetify's 2022 index ranks Florence's brand as 2022's hottest brand alongside CeraVe, The Body Shop, and Glossier. Notice how all of these brands cater to primarily Gen Z audiences ethical brand association needs. But this index isn't all that matters. A 2020 survey by McKinsey & Company highlighted that young consumers are increasingly looking for products that are green, sustainable, and ethically produced, even when it comes to trying out new brands. So you can see in this picture that cosmetic brands targeting Gen Z by claiming they're lean and vegan did not happen by chance. Cosmetic brands are targeting Gen Z because Gen Z is highly conscious about ethical consumerism and environmental impact. Since this generation values sustainability, animal welfare, making vegan and materialistic products particularly sound good to them. Millie, being a part of this audience segment herself, has a huge leverage on the narrative with the brand. She also chose ingredients for her perfume which were apparently sourced from ethical means, like cardamom and lavender from India, bergamot from Italy, Amaris oil from Dominican Republic. This is another plus point for Millie's perfume launch with Gen Z by taking sustainable practices into account. So Gen Z also connects with authentic emotions and brand ideology. Fragrances particularly are all about emotions. This is a reason why Millie is also inclined towards launching a fragrance for Gen Z consumers. When someone smells a fragrance, it activates an olfactory stimulation in the mind that has several associations with emotions. And Gen Z can further map emotions with bonds of friendship and awesome brand image that Millie carries in Hollywood. You see the link here? An olfactory stimulation is basically when brands use scents and fragrances for neuron activation for a buyer. It triggers the limbic system of the brand, and that particular scents become a part of the memory. Even an MIT study showed that adding ambient scents to a Nike showroom increased the consumer's pleasure in stimulation and their willingness to spend more money, and their likelihood of returning to the store compared to a non-scented environment drastically increased. So the perfume launch is a deep-rooted step to capture the buyer and make them spend more and more. Let's talk about social media. Gen Z is also very tech-savvy and TikTok-savvy particularly. Millie's brand relies on TikTok a lot to gain attention and create awareness for the brand. The TikTok platform engages Gen Z, making up 60% of the audience. Here, another factor tied to the brand's success is Millie's popularity from Stranger Things. So the worldwide search volume in 2023 for Florence by Mills was more than 4 million. Note that while this number indicates only search and not actual buyers, but it does create an influence hinting that people may buy or are interested in exploring her brand. Means people are talking about her brand. Millie also shares frequent blogs and beauty routines on her TikTok and YouTube channel. Her marketing team leverages that pretty well by inviting her significant other two on the channel's video after their engagement announcement. Why behind the scenes content drives brand popularity is because it humanizes the brand, creating a personal connection with the audience. This transparency builds trust and fosters a sense of community and loyalty amongst consumers, especially for Gen Z or young adults who are just starting out in this world and feel like nobody gets them. But this brand does. Millie also does life in looks videos format where she signals to the audience what looks played a significant part in her brand's journey too. This is another strategic placement of launch discussions, looks, etc. that signals to the audience from where she began and where she is now. Brands use this method all the time in heritage marketing. Heritage marketing leverages a brand's history to create or enhance its appeal. For example, take Levi's jeans. This emphasizes time and again to be the first denim jeans maker, and you've heard of the unforgettable tagline of "for now, for a lifetime." Another popular technique used by celebrities is extending validation to their followers and influencer videos by liking them or reacting to them, commenting on them. This creates a sense of personal connection and accessibility between the celebrity and the audience. So when a celebrity like Millie likes or reacts to a post, it can significantly boost the visibility of that content, leveraging their large following for increased reach. Ultimately, this interaction helps the user or the buyer feel up and close and personal with the celebrity, which is exactly what Millie is doing here. So this also encourages more users to create more user-generated content, and then more followers are motivated to create content in hopes of receiving recognition from Millie or some other celebrities. And then from here, the brand's influence increase, which is exactly what happened with Millie's brand. More and more influencers and users started posting about their journey. But don't think that Millie came up with this all on her own. Celebrity brands have a huge team working with them, usually Ivy League graduates who are associated with Fortune 500 companies. Samantha Fayok, who is the VP of Marketing at Florence by Mills, has shared intel on working with Dash Hudson, a social media management platform that is also used by Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez and Unilever Group. So as per analytics, lo-fi and behind the scenes content has also got the brand eyeballs from its target demographic more and more since 2022. So this features scenes of photo shoots, question and answers, tutorials, and clips of Brown with influencers like Kayla. The brand also works with Amoeba Consulting, which provides intel on celebrity brands specifically for athletes, influencers, actors. Some of the notable personalities Amoeba has worked with worldwide is Wiz Khalifa, Catherine Hegel, and so many more. So Millie here has an added advantage as her consultants are giving her advice on how other celebrities in the music and acting industry promote and market their brand. She also gets access to strategies that worked very well for them, so she can avoid these strategies that don't work. Millie also uses her life story to promote the brand. So as a coming of age company, the product line expansion from skincare to fragrance seems to resonate with her, growing up from a teenager to a pre-adult and now an adult. So at times sharing personal stories like this helps a brand personify their experience because it humanizes the brand. Here the target audience being aged 11 years and above, who are venturing and entering the age of adolescence soon, would be anticipating to try cosmetics and self-care products, meaning at some point they want to experiment with the cosmetics. So Millie, being someone rising to fame from this age onwards, adds credibility to her brand further when she opens about her struggles of not being able to find the perfect makeup or makeup that is suitable for teenagers. The way she puts it is by suggesting that there were very limited brands catering to this age group, and now with her brand something will change. Also, when we talk about product packaging, we see the lavender color frosted glass bottles, but this color is selected for a psychology reason. In marketing psychology research, purple and lavender hues are known to resonate with individuals who have entered or are now entering spiritual awakening. This color is also used to signal premium quality and exclusivity, which is why a lot of brands in beauty and high-end products use the color lavender. Millie often talks about how she's on a spiritual journey and a new journey of discovering herself, so the color lavender makes a very good choice. You would also note that Millie's latest Wildly Me perfume bottle is also curated with the same ideology, where she says color was an important creation process for the perfume. Millie also says in interviews with WWD that she has had all the phases and now she is on a move with minimalism. Again, another reason for using the color lavender. So the way Florence by Mills sells its products is mainly via 4 channels: website, her mobile app, retail partnerships, and brand exclusive launches. So we'll explore each. Number 1, the website. On the website, the hero section or the first section where we see her is her wearing no makeup and barefaced holding a few products from her collection. with strong focus on words, embrace your skin. So this text is very much in sync with how Millie advocates on being true to oneself, and she's spoken about it throughout her journey without losing sophistication. So there was also a personalized quiz earlier in place that suggested Millie's personal recommendations. Truthfully, a lot of brands use the term personalized recommendations all the time, and this creates an illusion of making the customers feel like they are the one in control. But in reality, they are choosing from predefined data sets set by the brand, which is also known as the paradox of choice. This is done by training AI models to recommend certain products from a set that matches certain input criteria. So the term personalization is out of the window at times. But that's not all. There's also a refer a friend or an affiliate program that enables the brand to create more customers out of its existing ones. So here, when somebody would refer Millie's product to somebody else, the brand is saving on advertising spend and also saving on the costs of acquiring new customers. So now Millie can use the money saved on some other form of advertising. Her app also works on a very similar principle, which has more than 100k downloads. So she's able to tap on to more customers using technology like virtual try-on. The users can also now see reviews under the labels of verified and unverified. So this creates more trust for the users, and her fans can now see and believe real life user experiences. Let's talk about the retail fragrance launch. So Millie also sells in retail outlets to increase brand presence and place her products on shelves where her fans can buy it directly from. So one of our biggest launches was with Ulta Beauty in both offline and offline modes, and the brand claims it was wishlisted more than 13,000 times before the launch. She also recently launched a fragrance line in Douglas, which is Europe's omnichannel beauty commerce retail outlet, where she also spoke on how indulging in fragrances made her feel womanly and how she was not allowed to wear makeup when she was growing up. This story again resonates with her Gen Z audiences who are young adults and future adults who at some point may buy fragrances. So her collaborations for this launch was with the house of Givaudan, where the fragrance was developed. So according to them, there is emotional authenticity, which we've covered so far in the video. So another launch was at GmbH, which is a multinational perfumery and cosmetics chain, which gave her access to 561 stores in Italy alone. This means more probability of the product being discoverable and more fans can buy from Millie. So the buck doesn't stop there. Her brand continued expanding into more countries. She launched into Brazil's 1 year ago, then she launched at Harrods, which was another feather in the cap 10 months back, and she now has access to the UK market. She also made a Belgian partner, ICI Paris XL. So Millie also does partnership and exclusive launches with cosmetic companies and retail distribution. One of her partnerships is with GBB, which is the same company that has partnerships with Chopard, which is the brand that sells luxury perfumes. So the distribution with the Scandinavian cosmetics in the Nordic region is also not a random move. The Give Back Beauty team, which is Millie's retail distribution partner, planned on getting into this market as one of Nordic's biggest retailers. This brand partnership is cross-functional actually. So when Millie's brand in 2024 now plans to expand into new regions like India, Australia, the Middle East, she may consider to tie up with retailers who are very big and popular in these regions. So Millie's brand collaboration with Brondies is to create a premium appeal, a premium image where she wants to appear sophisticated and wants buyers to also resonate with this sentiment. There's another one trick by which there's another way her products shine through in a sea of many celebrity skincare products line business, which is storytelling. So when there are many brands selling the same product and the market sees a huge competition, brands need to stand out using storytelling. And Millie's brand decided to do it too with the Blue Light collection, which was skincare which made claims to repel blue light. So there was a toner, there was moisturizer which had lasting effects for 24 hours according to the brand, something which other celebrity brands were not doing actually. But why do brands like Florence by Millie decide to do an exclusive launch with specific stores? The answer is very simple. It's to boost greater sales and profits. Retail exclusivity opens doors to mono branding, which is where both the brand and the retailer will save on distribution margin. So this way Millie will continue to make more and more money. The brand has also partnered with K9.com, where the product line is an extension to Pet Love, and this is also a reason to become a coffee table discussion, which is another strategic move. So Millie Bobby Brown also did a fashion collection which had apparel collection partnering with About You, which is also a cash grab opportunity to sell a lifestyle vision. So there you have it, a complete analysis of how Florence by Millie continues to raise on the top as a brand loved by Gen Z. So what do you think about this video? Tell me in the comments.